Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News today at 6 starts now.
A highly contagious strain of the coronavirus hits here at home at a woman living in Washtenaw County infected with a new variant.
Windows boarded up and barriers installed ahead of today's protests at the state capitol.
And it's a cloudy start to your Sunday with some snow flurries on the way. Finally, Grant, we can see the skyline.
I was just thinking that.
What a difference.
We can actually see across the river this morning.
Good morning at 6 o'clock. I'm Priya Mann.
And I'm Grant Hearns. Thanks for joining us here this morning at Local 4 News Today. I mean, like yesterday morning, we couldn't tell what we were looking at. Like, Andrew could have been lying to us the whole time, and it could have just been like pointed at the ground for all we knew.
Andrew, we couldn't see anything. There was no visibility because of the fog. What a difference a day makes.
Yeah, we're working remotely. I could be down in Miami. You wouldn't know the difference, right? Just show you those pictures. Well, trust me, we are right here in Detroit. And yes, this is really snow showing up here on Storm Tracker 4 once again. We traded in the fog, and we've got a few snow flurries to come back. A wide array of snow flurries across much of southeast Michigan at this hour. So many areas already slippery from last night with at least a few snowflakes, maybe even a coating on your windshield when you step outside if you left your car out. We're seeing a few more snowflakes fall right now, and more of that is yet to come. Now, we don't have any alerts up, fortunately, but we will see the possibility of some accumulation before the day is done. With snowy conditions for this morning, with flurries and on and off light snow, temperatures remain mostly in the middle 30s all day, up to around 35, 36 degrees. And in terms of accumulations, anywhere from an inch to possibly a couple inches or slightly more like 1 to 2 inches by the time we get into this evening and later tonight, widely distributed across much of Michigan. We'll go over these snow totals again. We'll talk about your 7-day forecast in minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Time now is 6:02, and Michigan State Police and the National Guard are gearing up this morning ahead of a potential protest at the state capitol. The mayor of Lansing is asking people to avoid the city's downtown today.
Police are on high alert for potential violence after the riots at the U.S. Capitol. Michigan's National Guard has been called up. A fence has also gone up around the Capitol building, and businesses have boarded up their windows. The state legislature has also canceled all sessions for this coming week. Larry Spruill has more on the precautions.
Really, no one knows what to expect for Sunday's protest in Lansing at the Capitol. It could be a large crowd or something small, but either way, national and state leaders here in Michigan say they are prepared. Things are calm at the Capitol building in Lansing Saturday. 6 feet barriers surround the Capitol building in preparation of what's to come Sunday.
So obviously, it's a very interesting time for law enforcement and those providing security at the Capitol in Washington and certainly capitals around the nation.
Executive Director of the Detroit Crime Commission and former FBI Special Agent Andrew Arena says police all over the country are on high alert after what happened January 6th at the U.S. Capitol in D.C.
Law enforcement certainly has their plate full with the perceived threats or the actual threats that intelligence has uncovered.
That's why state leaders want to make sure they leave no stone unturned after receiving possible threats against Capitol buildings across the country, including here in Lansing.
Because I know that there's going to be a very enhanced police presence. I'm grateful that Governor Whitmer has decided to call in National Guard members.
But Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says she feels a lot better that the Michigan Capitol is protected and secured for any potential threat Sunday.
Well, I'm feeling much better about the events regarding this weekend.
State leaders are urging people to stay away from downtown Lansing on Sunday. Meanwhile, Michigan State Police say they are ready for any and everything. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
And Airbnb says it's cross-checking reservations in Lansing. The site is canceling bookings if they find anyone's part of an extremist group.
It's a similar security situation at state capitals across the country and in the nation's capital. Ahead of the inauguration in D.C., there are 9,500 National Guardsmen on duty. Saturday, police arrested a Virginia man at an inauguration checkpoint who had a gun and 500 rounds of ammo in his car, but no license to carry in Washington. It was later discovered he was a private security guard who had gotten lost on his way to work. So far, federal authorities have arrested more than 100 people in the Capitol riots. Well, Michigan has its first known case of a highly contagious coronavirus strain.
Yeah, the state says a Washtenaw County woman is infected. She recently traveled to the UK where the variant originated. The state is not identifying her, but says 2 of her close contacts have tested positive for the virus. It's unclear if her close contacts have the new strain of COVID.
Anybody that was already a close contact has been identified and isolated and quarantined. So we're not concerned at this point about any additional spread related to this case. Because normal testing doesn't necessarily pick up this variant, it is possible that other cases of it have not yet been identified.
Now keep in mind the new strain has already been found in at least 16 other states.
Our Dr. Frank McGeorge says it's not surprising it's here now, and while people should be aware, there's just no need to panic.
The presence of a more transmissible strain isn't good, but it says to me that everyone needs to continue taking precautions while vaccination efforts move forward. For some perspective, new variants appear constantly. In fact, just this week, Ohio State reported finding a variant similar to the UK strain that likely arose here in the United States and didn't come from the UK. The bottom line, people should be aware but not panicked.
It's also important to note that this strain is more contagious, but it has not been proven to be more deadly.
But health officials say because it spreads so easily, there could be more hospitalizations. Now let's take a look at the state's latest coronavirus numbers. Michigan added 1,932 cases and 103 more deaths on Saturday. 90 of those deaths came from a review of records. Switching gears, 2 people are in critical condition this morning following a shooting on Detroit's west side. It happened in the area of Woodside and Livernois. Police tell us a 57-year-old man arranged to meet with a woman he met on a dating website. When he got there, the woman's 18-year-old boyfriend tried to rob the guy with a gun. The man then pulled out his own gun and they exchanged shots. Both were hit and are listed in critical condition this morning.
A case of road rage led to a shootout on Detroit's east side. Police say 2 men got into a fight on Saturday near 7 Mile and Van Dyke. They shot at each other and 1 man was hit. He's now in critical condition while the other is in custody. It's unclear right now what sparked the confrontation. Police are asking for anyone with information to come forward.
An investigation is underway after a 53-year-old woman is shot and killed in Clinton Township. The woman's husband was taken into custody after police were called to a neighborhood near 18 Mile and Garfield. He's being held at the Clinton Township Police Station as detectives continue to investigate what happened.
President-elect Joe Biden plans to sign about a dozen executive orders on his first day in office. Biden plans to have the U.S. rejoin the Paris Climate Accords and rescind the travel ban on predominantly Muslim countries. He also intends to address the pandemic by halting evictions and student loan payments, as well as mandating masks on federal property. As for legislation, the first plan Biden will send to Congress is a $1.9 trillion pandemic relief bill, which includes direct payments to Americans. In other news, Southfield firefighters helped to save a pup from a pretty scary situation.
Yeah, a man was walking his dog near a pond behind the Southfield City Hall building when his dog fell through the ice. The owner tried to get it out of the water but couldn't. He called Southfield police, who then called the fire department. It took 10 people to rescue the dog because they had to handle it just like a human rescue. And in the end, it turned out just fine.
It was one of those, feel-good moments that, you made a little bit of a difference there. And the dog owner was happy and everyone left there with a bit of a smile on their face.
Oh, so thankful those firefighters were there. We want to congratulate them on a job very well done. That video, though, that did not look easy.
It did not look easy. That's what all the training is for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
2 legs or 4 legs, doesn't
we
matter.
always say firefighters, they're rescuing a cat from a tree, but just look how hard that was.
Cat from a tree, dog from a pond, it's all the same thing.
It's a very busy day for our firefighters. Andrew, it's been a busy weekend for you, first dealing with snow and cold temps. And what are we in store for today?
Looks like more of the same. As you know, yesterday, you're absolutely right. We had that very low visibility, some freezing fog that was around. Now we've got some snow showers showing up here on Storm Tracker 4. We'll talk about that, snow totals possible for today, and your 7-day forecast coming right up.
The Lions seem to have found their next head coach. Plus, we'll talk about good nights for the Pistons and the Red Wings.